Hey, trashlings. Welcome back to the Demon Trash Podcast. As I'm sure you can tell if you're watching this visually, we're not on set. We're on a different set called our Camp Trash Ling. What's our camp? Camp Demon Trash.
The trashdom.
The Trashdom. And so if you hear any sounds, it's because
We're out
here
in nature.
doing our thing. So, guys, I'm Carol, aka Papa Trash.
And I'm Avery, aka Baby Demon.
It's good to be back. We've always wanted to do like an episode, like out,
Yeah.
and we're finally doing it. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys can see the beautiful rocks behind us. But yeah, so audio listeners, if you guys want to tune in visually, you can do so on our YouTube Demon Trash Podcast. But yeah, I just kind of want to hop into today's thing and start off with what we always do, which is our Demon Trash moments. Yeah, so I feel like this is like morning radio.
Yeah. I feel like we're like being a little bit more quiet than we usually would be just because there's other people.
There's other people around, but
But
it's okay. It's peaceful here. Oh, there's a bee
swarming the camera. You guys, we're out in nature.
Yeah,
We're
be
out
here.
camping, and let's just say it's a demon trash moment in itself.
Yeah.
So I think our idea with this is to record the day after the demon trash moment.
Yeah, obviously
mean?
we went camping to get out. I mean, you ever just need to get off grid, bitch? You know what I mean? Mind and body and soul.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. So let's get into our demon trash moments. So I'll start off. Demon trash moment. So we come out here, there's no service here, like barely any.
Mhm.
And we come out here to unplug, do not disturb on the phone, the whole shebang. And, I was really looking forward to this. But then, like, the whole time, guys, so I read ACOTAR, I read Crescent City, and now I'm on the Throne of Glass shit, and I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
And all I wanted to do last night was just be home so I could read or listen to the audiobook because I'm obsessed. Like, I literally, how many times did I talk about it last night?
Like the whole time. The whole time you're just like, I just wish I was home reading Throne of Glass. It's just like really we came all the way out here.
Like, we literally put in guys, camping is no small feat. You know what I mean?
No small feat.
Like, we put in hours, money, time to come here, and all I wanted to do was just read my books because I'm obsessed with these characters, and I just was longing for, I come out here because I'm longing for escapism, but truly the escapism was within the books. It's just funny to me that, like, I come out here to unplug. And I know what you're thinking, but Carol, why didn't you just download the audiobook or bring the book to read? Well, bitch, let's just say I wasn't in a state of reading, okay? I wasn't in a state to properly read or comprehend an audiobook. I just wanted it really bad.
Well, it's like maybe those books like actually aren't what you needed. Maybe it is what you needed.
Maybe it is.
Maybe you're obsessed.
They're
Because you
really
have the
good.
books at home.
No, I can just go home and read them. It's fine. But the fact that it was like, I don't want to take a night off. It's because it's just like it's creature comforts.
Yeah.
Creature comforts.
Like,
And it's I always have my books and
I
things
will
like that.
say that the point of which I will like lay my life down the line for like some of the Throne of Glass characters like is unhealthy. Like I will literally like I can't even say about like many like real people in my life.
Yeah.
But like some Throne of Glass characters, I'm just like I will lay my life down on the line for this bitch.
Like I'm
obsessed with them.
bet
I love
money-
them.
I would bet money that like at least 75% of our trashlings like read Sarah J. Maas. They've read ACOTAR, they've read her books, and they know, like, I'm assuming a lot of you would know what I'm talking about.
I think it's actually concerning, like how much.
It's worrisome.
Like
I'd like to talk to her about it and be like, how did you do this?
but it's because she's so good at it, but it's like I can't draw the line. You know,
What is that about?
it's too much maybe, but it's just like
I'm trying to think of a series that I've ever felt that way. I mean, I honestly, like, when I think about Harry Potter, it's like I really cared about those characters, but not to this level. Never to this level.
It really speaks to you. Well, they're just really well written, but I feel like it's almost become like an unhealthy amount.
I don't know.
And
She's
I'm
just
laughing
really
about
good
it.
at capturing people who with escapism, like on their
It's
mind.
like, I'm
The
ready
readers,
to be
I
in the Fae
mean.
world.
Yeah.
And any of these characters, I'll lay my life down for them because I
would die for
love them so much.
I would die for them.
Die for any of these characters.
I'm not very far. I'm reading it the one way, Heir of Fire. Like, I'm reading it the romantic way, as they call it, not in the order of publication. So I just did Heir of Fire, and now I'm almost done with Assassin's Blade, and then I'll go into Queen of Shadows. But yeah, like, so no spoilers, but like, I'm obsessed with Rowan. I'm obsessed with Aelin. I'm obsessed with them all. But yeah, that's my demon trash moment, is that the fact that I came all the way out here and all I could think about was that I just wanted to be in my bed reading Throne of Glass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just funny to me, even though I was in absolutely no state to even be reading.
Well, it's just we're also out here camping, dude.
Yeah. Also, there's a burn ban because we're in Texas. There's a burn ban, so there's no fire. So I don't even know how I would have read, by the light of a single lantern, keeping everyone around me awake.
Yeah.
It's better that I didn't, but it's just all I wanted, which was so funny. So what about you?
My demon trash moment, dude, is like recently, I kind of ended like my free trial of therapy.
Yeah.
And like, part of me was just like, I'm so happy to be done with it. Like, I feel like I got, like, for the most part, what I needed out of it. And I'm like, I could maybe use it, but I think I've figured enough things out for now.
Why the relief,
like, I think I'm good.
Do you think therapy was hard for you?
It wasn't, like, it wasn't hard.
You're just relieved it's over?
Yeah. Well, I think there just gets to a point with therapy. You're just like, I think I just need to do the work.
Yeah.
And I,
like, I can talk about it all day, but I just need to
sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
Just unravel it, you know.
Yeah. Depends on what you're working on, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on, like, are you ready to move on from it?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you need to, you know, feel like you need to intellectualize it to understand it, to move on from it?
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny. I'm relieved therapy's over.
And I just thought it was funny. Like, I'm very grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I'm like, I don't know if this is a demon treasure moment. Just be like, oh, I'm done with this. Well, because everyone talks about therapy. They're like, oh, I'm going to therapy. Gotta talk to my therapist about it.
Oh my God.
It's just like nonstop. It's like,
there are some people that are really just like obsessed with therapy, and they're just like, I've been in therapy for 6 years. It's like, I get it. Like, therapy is like, some people just, do therapy at a maintenance level, and that's fine.
Sometimes you need someone to talk to.
100%. But you know those people I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just let me be a trash person for a second and just trash on people that are just like obsessed with therapy. It's like, are you actually evolving? Are you actually fixing? Or do you just like genuinely are obsessed with the idea that you have a therapist and that you think you're better than everybody else? I don't know. Maybe I get annoyed with people like that. I don't know. I'm just being a trash person and getting angry for no reason at fake scenarios.
Well, here's the thing. When they need it, when they're done needing it, they won't need it anymore. They won't do it anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll move on. But we actually got sent a funny, we got actually sent two.
From the same trashling. Her name is Katie. So Katie, we know you're listening. We love you. Tell your brother we said what's up. And he does not have to be a secret listener. He can be a proud trashling. Boys are welcome. Boys can be here. Boys can be demon trash.
So the first one, I'm going to make it short. This is a Rings of Power spoiler, first off.
Yeah, but also
Should I do this one first?
Yeah. And it's also a follow-up on what we talked about last time with your demon trash moment when you were trying to hide the Daemira shame from your mom.
Oh, yeah. Rings of Power spoiler. She said, I spent most episodes going, oh, yeah, Halbrand is cute, a bit of a knockoff Aragorn, but as soon as he was healed by the elves and became dark, oh my gosh, I was watching with my parents and must have looked identical to like the
surprised wide-eyed emoji.
And we all had the same reaction, bitch.
Yeah.
Because like Avery with Demira and her mom, I couldn't be like, oh, hello there, daddy, but instead I was like, oh god, that's awful. How did she not know? No, Galadriel, don't go dark.
No.
Well, we think I'd be his dark queen. We'd all be
No.
No. Sauron's dark queen.
Because the amount of people on TikTok, the amount of women and people that saw the reflection in the water when he shows her like what they could be together.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
You know how fast like I wanted to go to fan fiction and just be like, this has to be all rewritten, right? Like I need to see a Galadriel Sauron
like
fanfic where she
does
dark.
decide to go dark. I have to see it. I have to read it. I need it so fucking bad. And like I don't even give a fuck. Like I love Middle Earth, but just give me that all AU where they go dark and then they rule.
And I think that's demon trash, just
that
to always want the dark.
Trash.
Because it's always, well, you want to touch the dark
it's
side.
Crazy
dude.
to me how as soon as that happened, I was like, he's fucking hot. Because before that, I really didn't care. And I see what you're talking about, Katie. But the thing is it's just, it happened to all of us. And what's that about?
Like, he was getting a little cute. But then when he went dark.
When we were like, oh, he's Sauron. Oh,
I'll be your Galadriel.
I want to have a life with you. Like, it's fucked.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that? That's demon trash.
It's what we do.
It's what we do, and I think it's so funny. It's like as soon as he went dark, everyone was like, "Wait a minute."
As soon as listen,
power.
there's one thing.
That's why House of the Dragon is better.
It's why our ancient text is smoot, because rule number 1, we simp for a dark daddy.
Yeah.
And as soon as he became a dark daddy, it was just like the veil was lifted, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm here."
So
what was your second one?
We totally agree with you. The second one is. Her second one is been considering therapy recently due to multiple reasons: smut, obsession with TV, Twitter, being entrenched in a rut, still living at home, the realization that when people compliment me, I assume they are liars and cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
Been there. Almost downloaded the BetterHelp app, then managed to convince myself that I'm not that bad, and instead opened AO3. And that is demon trash in a nutshell.
That is...
And girl, I feel you with that.
Oh my god. That is...
It's so funny.
It's you know what I have to say though, Katie, is that, and I say this to all the trashlings listening, like, it makes me feel, I know like that probably doesn't make you feel super great, but what I love about Demon Trash and being able to share moments is like that is that it reminds us all that we're not alone, and we are all doing the same thing.
We're all just trying to figure it out.
And the thing is that we have unhealthy coping mechanisms like escapism, so we go to AO3.
The dark daddies, the fanfics.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm not even going to sit here and be like, no, don't do that, because sometimes it's just what you fucking need. You know what I mean? We all have our fucking vices, and that's fine. But what I will say, Katie, is that if you feel like you need therapy, if you feel that call, seize it for real, because it will change your life.
I think if you think you need therapy, you probably need therapy.
100%.
Because
and go at your own pace. This is no pressure.
No, just figure out like when the right moment is for you. But I think tune in. Like, obviously, when
tuning out too much is when it's a problem, and that's because I've been exactly where you are.
No, bitch. That's kind of why we're here right now.
Yeah,
because we had to like come out here, tune back into what's
we needed, what we need, what's important, focus on,
what's
go back to base,
and then once I can figure it out, see, you got to turn off all the noise for a second and just listen in.
See, because for example, it's like all I wanted to do was go back to Throne of Glass and not face what I'm really thinking about. Because when I came out here, I got the silence, I've got my my psychedelics. Maybe you don't need that, but I was thinking about a lot of stuff. I was thinking about being here with my base self and being alone with my thoughts in the silence. And all I kept thinking about was, I'm I'm so grateful for all the things that I have, even though sometimes out there with all the noise, it feels like such a struggle. You know what I mean? It's hard to decipher
Mm-hmm.
through all the noise. But even here, I was like, oh, I just want to curl up with my book and escape these thoughts and my life and just go back to comfortable creature comforts. But I got to remember that I'm a creature in the world trying to live my best life. So, be a trashling creature in your world and live your best life. And don't worry, AO3 is always going to be there, bitch.
It's always gonna be there, but when you realize, like, when you're like, when you're almost at that cusp of signing up for like BetterHelp.
And then you open up AO3.
By the way, we have a code, like not for this podcast, but on one of our videos.
Yeah,
I'm sure it still works.
I'm sure it's still live. So I think if you just go to BetterHelp
/Demon Trash, right?
Yeah. I'll put it in the description of this podcast.
So if you need a discount code, we got one.
I think it's still live, but if it is, like, you can use it, and I think you get 10% off.
You get something.
You get 10% off your first month. So I would love to hook you up with a deal, Katie.
But the key thing that I learned from camping is like tuning in, find the balance, and it's as fucking ridiculous and as like just like how simple it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that's the answer.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a lot to be able to tune in.
It does. It takes a lot of effort, and it really does.
'Cause you gotta get rid of all the noise first.
Yeah.
But
hey, Katie, I just want to say I love you. Your email was so sweet, and we're right here with you. You were definitely not alone, girl. So we're here. We got you. And yeah, any good fanfics, send our way.
what you reading?
Yeah, what you got, girl?
Did you find any good Galadriel ones?
Yeah,
Send us on your way.
hook us up.
Right.
But yeah, thank you so much, Trashling, for sending that us. And if any other Trashlings want to send in their demon trash moments, please do so at demontrashpodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us and on Instagram or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, moving on.
Hey Trashlings! We just wanted to remind you to follow us on all of our social medias. We don't want you, our little Trashlings, to miss out on any of our content.
Sweet little babies.
So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Demon Trashcast, TikTok at Demon Trashcast, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels. The one you're on right now is the Demon Trash Podcast.
Audio listeners, check in if you want to watch us visually.
Yes, if you want to watch us on YouTube. And then we also have our movie and TV react channel, Demon Trash. And you can find everything at demontrash.com.
It's all there, baby. And don't forget to rate and review us on whatever podcasting platform you use. It really helps shows like ours out. So yeah, rate it 5 stars, babe. Don't wait. Do it. Got Demon Trash friends? Tell them about us. So yeah, and if you like what we do here and you want to give us your pennies, help us keep the lights on, you can support us over at anchor.fm/Demon Trash for as little as 99 cents a month. We see some of you guys on there. Thank you so much. It's so helpful. So yeah, you can subscribe there if you want to support the podcast. But we also have now a Patreon because of our YouTube channel, Demon Trash, where we react to TV shows and movies. So if you like that, you want to keep watching with us, you can do so over at Patreon at patreon.com/demontrashcast.
Also, if you have any Demon Trash moments, topic ideas, or weird, funny videos / TikToks you like us to react to, send them over to our email at demontrashpodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
We love it.
Talk to us. We love you. Maybe you'll be on our next show. Maybe your stuff will make it on the show. And you're like a cute little trashling. All right. That's it. That's all we have to say. Thank you guys for all the support. Back to the show. You ever just need to go off grid?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been wild coming here and doing this. It's not like our first time camping.
This is like only my second time camping.
Yeah.
And we brought our dogs this time. We cooked. We cooked. We were as ready as we could be.
Yeah, for real. And I honestly,
I was really proud of myself.
yeah. I
Proud
think
of us.
I honestly I was surprised by how much effort, cuz last time I came I was like I'm here. You know what I mean? But this time I was like it wasn't like I didn't want to be here, but it was like I was like I just want to go back to the hustle and bustle because I think I've like really grown to love the hustle. Like I've grown to really love working.
That's good.
But I think I like what ends up happening is I'm very all or nothing because I have ADD. So I can burn the candle a little too hot at both ends. And so I just really do. I'm really glad we came out here to like just like maybe snuff the candle out for a second, give it
Yeah.
a break, and I feel very excited. I mean, the thing is like we came out here to camp, and I'm still working. I'm doing this, but that's great. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, it was like this is fun because it was like it's something different than what
Yeah,
we usually do, and we're like, you know what, let's fuck around, let's try it out.
yeah.
You
So
know.
I hope it's going well. But
And right now I'm wearing a sleeping bag, and I look like a cat. I'm like incubating right now.
you're like
I
a
feel
green, like you look like a caterpillar.
I'm cocooned right
Yeah.
now, and I need to sprout into a beautiful
I look
butterfly.
like I'm in mourning, but that's per usual. Like I wear a lot of black. I don't know. I like it.
I agree. I just like black. I think mostly just 'cause like
Green is like my other favorite color. I will wear green. Oh my god.
I
So
tried wearing white. I just can't do it 'cause like I get stains.
I saw this thing recently. So I follow this guy, Lovejoy Paradise, on TikTok that I love, and I'm gonna go into this because it kind of bleeds into what else I wanted to talk about. But he was doing on TikTok. He was talking about how like if you're drawn to a specific color, it's probably what you need to heal.
Mm.
And for example, like I love green. Like I love green. I've noticed you've been wearing a lot of green, and colors are usually associated with like chakra points.
Mhm.
And he was saying for specifically green that it like the frequency of green is at 528 hertz. Again, I don't know if any of this is true, but this is just what I was told. And that green is at 528 hertz, which is the harmony frequency. It's like the love frequency. It's like what the frequency of Earth,
Okay.
the world, is at.
Mhm.
So I thought that was interesting. But by the way, I love Lovejoy Paradise. But what I was, and so if you guys should check him out because I genuinely do think that he's like kind of bringing in a new sort of way of approaching healing, especially if you're like a neurodivergent like me. But I just realized you said something to me the other day that really had me laughing because I know this, but when you said it to me, I was like, I thought it was going to be a read, but I was like, no, it's an accurate read. You said something akin to like you're really drawn to cults, or like you're like you love. You basically said that I'm very I'm definitely a person that would get drawn into a cult.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like I think it's funny like you're drawn to like some of these influencers, and then it turns out
Yes.
they're like cult leaders.
Yeah, so that happened to me where here's the thing, I don't fully buy into their stuff, but like for example, I saw some like Teal Swan TikToks, and then it came out that there's this I didn't really know anything about her, and then I watched this whole documentary about her essentially being like essentially running a cult allegedly, and some other really dark stuff like that potentially her teachings led to a lot of people unaliving themselves. So that's not great. Allegedly this is all alleged. But the thing is though, and this is I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like the fact remains, Papa Trash loves a guru. I love a guru. Ooh, puppies. All right, and we're back.
I think you like gurus. I think people like gurus are because they're looking for something to believe in. And you're always trying to solve problems.
You think?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Elaborate.
it's like when you think about a guru, like why do you go to why do you talk to a guru? Because you think about someone you like, oh, this person has it figured out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
So
like,
then you're
it's
trying
like
to like,
guidance.
yeah, and like a good guru is like not going to be someone who just lets people figure their stuff out, and what they have to say helps them. You know, if it works for you, yeah, but like that it turns like into that point of like narcissism where you like think you're the guru, you have it all figured out, and there's no other way. You know, then you
Yeah,
become a cultist.
you really do have to like be careful about who you're listening to and stuff, and 100%. But sometimes people just be, even if they're cult leaders, right? Like they just be saying stuff sometimes that resonates and is good advice.
Well, it's like that one guy from like Wild Wild Country.
Yeah.
Like, he was a big famous guru. You had like psychology books, right?
Yeah.
About him. Turns out he was
Osho.
running a cult in like wherever.
Osho. And also he is still selling books.
So
and people are still
like they were out here poisoning, giving people dysentery and trying to do that shit.
Yeah, it's
to like protect their whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
wild.
Which is wild.
But yeah, I love a guru and I love but this is why I love this particular guy, Lovejoy, because he's really like I feel like the guidance he gives, I don't know, it just resonates. And I definitely don't feel like he's like joined my school of thought. It's not like his school of thought is like, it's just a different approach to like things that are already in place, like mantras and things like that, meditation.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, from what, like, I did his meditation with you the other day,
yeah,
and it was just a guided meditation.
yeah,
I feel like his TikToks, like, use more, like, of his, like, I think code that resonates with you more, like,
yeah,
because he talks about, like, things in terms of, like, coding and stuff like that, and I
right,
think that, like, kind of messaging works with you.
yeah,
But, like, at the end of the day, hopefully it's not too loud, you guys. What he was trying to teach us is to trust ourselves,
yeah.
listen to what you need, figure out what you need, and go out, take what you need into the universe and
that
go
you
do
can
it.
access it at any time.
And you can access it anytime. That's what his teaching was. You
in
guys
this
should
guided
do his
meditation.
guided meditation.
Yeah, check him
I
out.
recommended. I
Love
recommend it. It was good.
Lovejoy Paradise on TikTok.
And that's why, like,
And Lovejoy, if you ever see this, like I love you. I'm a big fan.
yeah, and I think that's why, like, when we were out here, you guys, like, I did the demon trash thing. I took psychedelics. You know,
What are you gonna do?
what are you going to do about it? You know, we took them a little too late. We got here late. We were running late. Whatever. But, like,
Still had a great time.
still had a great time. But this time, you know, instead of, like, just, like, staying out, keeping my eyelids open, just trying to see every single little thing I can see before my eye, I was like, I listened to actually what my body wanted,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I agree.
And it was like, my body says, I'm cold. I want to go bundle up and lay down in the tent. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And this morning, I feel fucking great. Even though I didn't get, like,
I probably didn't sleep.
I didn't sleep at all, but I
Mhm.
feel good.
I feel really good. I feel like an elf where, how elves don't sleep, they just meditate. That's what happened. I'm an elf. I just meditated and I feel rested. But like, I'm really happy that you did that because for me, like, I was ready to be out here all night. But then when you did that, I was like, you know what? My body is, it had me like sit by myself for a second because I was out here by myself for probably like, 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I do want to go lay down and I don't need to like, be doing too much. I really don't. So I
Mhm.
went and laid down.
Well, see, like, that's the thing. It's like,
And
when
we
you
put
think
on
about,
relaxing music and just kind of laid there for a bit and just
Yeah.
like meditated.
see, like, that's the thing about, like, you've been diagnosed with ADD. It's like, it's so funny when we trip because I can see it. Like, I see it, like, so well.
My ADD.
Oh my God, yeah. Because you're, like, very, like, reactive and alert, you know? And
Yeah.
there's nothing, like, good or bad or about it. You know, that's just how you are.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, I was like, well, I'm
I
tired.
wouldn't say I'm like anxious, but
You're
I'm
not
just
anxious.
I'm aware of everything all the time.
You're alert. And it was funny because like our dogs were out here, right?
Right.
And your dog
Yeah.
is just as alert and as reactive as you are. And I was like, your dog is an extension of you. He's trained to what you're doing.
That blew my mind when you said that. I know that makes sense, but when you said that, I was like, I get it now.
Yeah. And that's why when like Poppy, like, see, like I was looking at Poppy, she was cold. And I was like, you know what? I got to take care of my dog
Yeah.
because my dog is a reflection of me. And she's saying it's too fucking cold out here.
Right.
And I'm like, you're right. Let's go bundle up.
Yeah.
You know, I am tired. You're tired. Also, like, I think when you camp, it's just like the past few times, like, we've camped outside or like been outside and like tripped when it's like actually like quiet out. It's like the universe, like, the earth is saying, like, it's time to go to bed.
Go to bed.
Because otherwise, you're just going to be up all night, like, looking around, like, what the fuck is that sound? What the fuck is that sound?
Right.
What the fuck is that sound? You know, because it's all these fucking animals. You're not home. So it's like either close your eyes and it's just like, you know, it's like it's just, you know, and you guys, we're hearing wild things at our
Oh my God,
campsite
can we
last
please
night.
talk about it?
We were hearing wild
Let's
things.
just top that bit off with trashlings. Listen to your body and just rest.
Listen.
Like, and if you want, like, because for me, like, I don't know if I can do silence sometimes, but like for me, I like stimulus. I put on some like relaxing music, like really relaxing music, and that helps me. So if you're like a neurodivergent or have ADD or ADHD or whatever, like do that. But yeah, just like try to tune into your body and like listen, and just it's okay to rest.
It's okay to rest.
It's okay to rest. Like,
I did see one sick ass shooting star.
oh my
Last
God,
night, and I was happy I saw it. And
that
like,
was incredible.
I was like, I don't think I'm going to see anything better than that.
No, you know what I mean.
And I'm like,
Okay, I
and
know
if
we
I
said
do-
that we were on psychedelics, but like the whole campground, everybody was just like, whoa.
it was a stunning shooting star.
It was insane.
It was like I could literally see the cosmic stardust.
It
like,
was literally ashes
pouring
coming
off of
the
that
end.
star. It was
insane.
in rainbow, beautiful colors, you know, and like I'm like, that's my cosmic. Then we started talking about cosmic stardust and what the fuck that is. Who knows? I'm sure scientists figured it out. I don't know.
But speaking of cosmic stardust,
Are we all made out of stardust? Do you think? Well, technically, we all have to be, right?
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said so, so I'm going to say that's correct.
I'm
But
stardust. But speaking of the stuff we heard last night,
but
besides
speaking of stardust, someone shit stardust in their pants last night.
you guys, we felt like
Oh
we
my
were
God.
like all tuck bundled into our tent, and like
Relaxing.
next thing we know, we hear like from a campsite over.
No, literally, like this campsite's probably what, like 50 feet from us, 40 feet
And
through the
this
trees,
poor person must have gotten either like
too
drank
drunk,
too much, or they got horrible food poisoning last night. And oh my God, it was so horrible. But it was like,
to have to be like, the funny thing is I know what you're thinking. I love what a demon trash thing where we're like sitting there meditating with my Navajo flute music and just the sounds accompanied with
you guys,
and I was just like me at night hearing other
Like,
people losing their life.
it was like
Just
like we've all had our demon trash moments where we've
100%.
drank too much and we're like projectile vomiting because we've overdone it.
But the
You know?
fact remains
But like
that
I'm
could
not sure if
hear
that was
this man's
overdoing
insides.
drinking or like straight up he got food poisoning
Guys,
so
They
bad.
packed up. Like
They
it was
had
the
to
middle of
pack
the
up
night.
and leave.
It was the middle of the night, and like we're in a dark sky territory. So when I tell you, if there is no light here, like when you open up your tent, and also it's a new moon last night. It was the eclipse.
Just
So
stars.
it was literally just stars. It was dark as fuck out here. They at like 1, 2 in the morning
It
were
was
like
just
like 1, 2 in the morning. The guy just goes, "I just want to go home," and they
He
packed
just
up
went
all
home.
of their stuff and they left.
You guys, he straight up like we heard this person like
Shit their pants.
shit their pants. And I, you know, and it's just like
Oh my god! Like
you're sitting
and
inside your
also,
tent. It's like, what can you do?
Here's another demon trash moment. We were really trying. We felt awful, but we were like, there were just certain parts where it was like just hilarious, and we were like laughing, and we were trying to be so quiet because I was worried that they could hear us laughing at them. But, like, I'm sorry. Like, I could hear your small intestine. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm just trying to rest.
I hope it becomes like a funny story for them one day. It will take a while, you know.
That was probably awful because I'm just assuming.
I'm sure they felt horrible.
Let's say they live in Austin. Austin, which is where we live. Austin is like
It's a 2-hour drive.
2-hour drive. It's a 2-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
So
this person had to like, I just want to go home, and sometimes it's like the
They
universe
just
says
be like
no,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes the universe be like,
you gotta go.
because at the end of the day, you gotta listen to your gut. And if your gut is not doing well, you're not doing well.
100%.
And that's why I'm so invested in gut health lately.
Oh, dude.
Something about like
Once
people
I
like
get my gut health together, it's
No, like,
over
I
for all of
I
you.
swear to God, I think that's the fix for me.
You've been really into gut health.
Well, because I don't think my gut health's ever been right.
No, and mine neither.
You know?
Because guys, if you have mental health issues, maybe you're a little overweight, take a look at your gut. Because, like, everything comes from your gut. All your
Yeah.
neurotransmitters, all your hormones, everything comes from your gut. You gotta take care of your gut.
Metabolism.
Your intuition.
That's why they say listen to your gut, dude.
But if your gut is out of alignment,
But if your gut is out of alignment, how are you supposed to? You gotta tune into it, but you gotta make sure that your gut is aligned, dude.
see, like, last night we listened to our gut, which was go the fuck into the tent, cuddle up, get warm.
Because imagine if we were like out here, like listening, like
Yeah.
out here, just like sitting there and just hearing.
Dying laughing. Like,
That was so horrible. I feel so bad.
like
But
I
at
hope
the
they're
end of the
okay. Like,
day,
genuinely, I hope
I
they're
couldn't
okay.
do anything.
I couldn't do anything except for just be
Pray
in
for them.
mind my own business.
And send
And
vibes.
just send good vibes.
See, the fun thing about camping is you have these silly little crises and you gotta figure them out,
And that's fine.
you know? Lately, every time, like, I'm tripping, have been, like, having, like, a lot of epiphanies. But, like,
Yeah.
it's just because I think I'm trying to figure stuff out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, this whole trip was, like, I'm trying to tune into me. And, like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I think that I'm grateful for with therapy. It's like I'm able to, like, sit down and really, like, figure out what do I need? Why don't I feel good?
Mm-hmm.
It's like my cups are empty. How do I fill them back up?
Yeah.
You know, I need to take a break and, like, step away from my work for a minute because it's like I love my work, but right now it's too much. Do you know what I mean? Or, like, you know, it's like oh, money. Well, I gotta figure out how I can get money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's constant, like, survival or next thing, but you just
And it's
gotta-
like, and here's the thing, it's just like this is a funny thing. So, like, I go to the gas station a lot, and, like, at the Shell gas stations, like, this one saying that they say, they're, like, talking about some author who, like, said this thing. They said, if you say, like, when you come across a problem, if you just say everything is figure outable, it makes you more optimistic.
yeah, well, yeah.
So whenever I have, like, I'm just like, I don't feel good. Well, everything's figure outable. Let me figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
I got everything, and, like, that's the thing, like, that's why I was, like, when I'm tripping so much, I'm, like, having an epiphany. It's like, I have everything I need in here. I just gotta tune in, because
You just gotta trust yourself.
you gotta trust yourself, because you gotta trust the universe, because you are the universe.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, we could go on and on forever, but obviously this if you guys can walk away with anything from this is, obviously we talk about the psychedelic experience, but if that's not your jam, like, you can absolutely access these parts of yourself without the aid of that. You can do it through
Just
therapy. You can just
therapy,
meditate or whatever. Silence.
tune
But
in. What helps you tune in to you and not a distraction.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Are you looking for escape? Are you trying to find some truth?
That's wow. Yeah, I mean that's the valid question that trashing should always consider, but you should never feel shame for needing to escape sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes, but the thing is
You can't, but
coming out here was an escape, but I found answers. You're not going to really find answers when you're with another distraction.
Yeah, and like there's no point where the fantasy, the whatever, it becomes a distraction. There's entertainment and there's enjoyment, and then it becomes distraction. You know, tune into what you want, tune in what you want to do. You can still enjoy the things. Like I'm gonna fucking go home and listen to Assassin's Blade. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go listen to it.
Yeah.
Still. But I'm also gonna be focusing on the things that I need to do.
Yeah, and that's
when I go
fine.
home.
Because now
You know?
is the point is it brings me joy, but I'm also my cups are full, and I'm able to give energy to what matters, like
Yeah.
my purpose and things like that. So I hope this episode was, just a chill little different thing, chill different vibe, and also maybe, I don't know, I think we all walked away learning some things. So
Hopefully there's a fucking lawnmower at the national park for some reason. So sorry. Hopefully you can't hear it.
hopefully that's not an issue. But all right, guys. Well, we're gonna break down camp and try and enjoy the rest of our time here while it's limited, and
Tune in. Love yourself.
tune into yourself. Love yourself.
Love
We
some
love
dark
you.
daddies.
Love dark daddies.
And
Love some dark mommies, and we love you.
demon trashing.
Keep being a trashling.
Well, sorry, we signed off, but it's like sometimes the difference between like what makes you demon trash is sometimes is the people who gotta like they're up when the sun rises. This is something we talked about months ago on our podcast. It's like demon trash, they're still there for the sunrise, but we stayed up all night.
Yeah. And that's on period. All right, Papa out.